Hello everyone, this is Doer Dreamer. So yeah, this past weekend I had a chance to watch the live action fan film of Dragon Ball Z by Black Smoke Films, and it was titled The Fall of Man. And this is actually a take on the whole history of Trunks storyline, where we see Trunks' development and what happened during his timeline when the androids were running amok. But instead of having 17 and 18 being the antagonists, it was actually Cell, which in truth, during that time, Cell was in development. So for them to use Cell for this one, it actually did make sense. How he became perfect, well, we can assume that he devoured 17 and 18. But anyway, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. There were a few things I was very questionable about, which I'll get to it later. I just want to talk about the good stuff first, and then we'll talk about things that I was kind of iffy about. I really liked the tone. I mean, it didn't stray away from the Dragon Ball Z feeling. I mean, it still felt like Dragon Ball Z. The only thing is they brought in more realistic tone and very emotional. I mean, it showed a lot of emotions that we got to see the emotion from Trunks, his mother Bulma, and everyone that's in that film. It really captivated the loss, the pain, and the sadness they were feeling because of what Cell was doing during that timeline, and how they were trying to find a way if we can fix time by going back in time and stopping it before it happens, especially trying to save Goku before he was killed by that heart disease and whatnot. But anyway, that was a really good take, and I also like the fact that they use Bulma as a reason for Trunks to turn into a Super Saiyan, because I really felt that it was more of an impact. I felt that that was a huge loss. I mean, not saying that losing Gohan, just like in the original animated film, was not a big loss, because he was sort of like a mentor or like a somewhat of a father figure to Trunks. But I feel like his mother, who is pretty much the most important person in his life, to be dead in her arms, for him to actually feel the loss and feel that pain and actually ascended into being a Super Saiyan and try to face Cell. And speaking of that battle, I thought it was really good. I thought it cinematically it went well. It's just that you can tell by most of the parts that we're using the 3D models, which I can't really vilify them for that, but it was still good. Let's just say that it was still good. I just felt that the use of the 3D models for that fight scene was a little but it was still choreographed very well, especially how they used the camera to show them how fast they were moving, just like in the Dragon Ball Z fight. So it was good. I wasn't a big fan of how Trunks looked as a Super Saiyan. I thought it was way too bright, way too flashy, and it just didn't look realistic to me, in my opinion. That's just me. But other than that, I'm not going to complain about their regular hairstyles, because let's just face facts, it would look kind of weird if they had that bluish purple hairstyle that everyone's known for Trunks and also Bulma. I felt that, again, it was sort of like a realistic tone, and yeah, we don't really have blue hair unless we dye it. So it was a really good fan film, and I really enjoyed it. Is this the best Dragon Ball Z fan film out there? To me, no. I just think it was a really, really, really good effort, and hopefully we can see more stuff like this from Black Smoke Films, because they really did an awesome job. I will say that they did an awesome job. Just there were a few things I just didn't find appealing. Like I said, the look of when Trunks became a Super Saiyan, I was like, it looked kind of cheesy. And of course, a lot of people were complaining about Cell's mouth, and I do have to agree. Cell's mouth was not favorable in this one. So, but other than that, I think it was a really good effort by Black Smoke Films, and I hope that we get to see more of their work in the near future. I heard that they took a long time to make this one. I don't know how long. I know it's probably more than 2 years, maybe because of budget why it took so long. And you can't expect production to go fast, because it's a fan film. They have a budget and whatnot, so it does take time. Like I said, it was a good effort. Not one of the best Dragon Ball Z fan films that I've seen, but good nonetheless. This is something I would definitely share with my other friends who are fans of Dragon Ball Z and see what they think about it. But anyway, what are your guys' thoughts of Dragon Ball Z The Fall of Man? Did you enjoy it? And did you felt that it was better, much better than Dragon Ball Evolution, which I do agree this was actually a lot better than Dragon Ball Evolution, and Dragon Ball Evolution had a bigger budget and still made the franchise of Dragon Ball look like crap, unfortunately. But this was definitely better than Dragon Ball Evolution. But anyway, like I said, feel free to leave your thoughts and comments down below. Tell me what you guys think, and we're going to discuss and debate about it. All right, guys, take care.